Here is another SOHCAHTOA problem asked in another roundabout way. So we're told that the sine of A is 0.4. So that means that from A, sine, so let's write that out. Oh, and if you have to write out SOHCAHTOA every time, don't worry about it. I still do that. So, okay, so opposite over hypotenuse. So that means we're going to be finding the opposite side, which is length BC, over 30, and that equals 0.4. Now, I know the question is asking for the length of AC, but if you can sort of figure out the game plan here, you might even already see what we're going to do. From this information, the sine of A and, opposite over hypotenuse here, once we find side length BC over here, we're going to be able to find AC using the Pythagorean theorem. Good. I paused so you could try to figure that out on your own there. Okay, so the sine of A, that is 0.4. So we know that 0.4 equals the opposite. Now, opposite, I'm just going to call it x right here. I mean, who cares what we call it? It doesn't really matter. We at least know where it's going to go. That's x over 30. Opposite over hypotenuse. Okay. Now let's solve. We can, in order to find x, you could cross multiply. Essentially, that's what we're doing. X is being divided by 30, so let's multiply by 30 to undo it. Oh, man. That's a times there. All right, so 0.4 times 30 looks like that's going to be, let's see, 12. And then those cancel, so that's x. Okay, so check that out. Answer choice A is 12. Uh-oh. Don't get fooled by that. We know that this is 12. That's our opposite side. Now, using the Pythagorean theorem, we can find this side length down here. So I'll call this side length our little a, the 12. The side length we're missing is b, and then of course the hypotenuse is c. So using the Pythagorean theorem here to find the length of AC, we're going to have 12 squared plus, I'll just call it b, whatever, b squared equals c squared, which is our hypotenuse squared, 30 squared. All right, 12 squared you should know. If you don't, commit it to memory, 144 plus b squared. Now 30 squared, don't reach for your calculator. Here's how you're more efficient and saving time. 3 squared is 9, and since you're squaring something with 1 0, put 2 zeros. So 30 squared is 900. Okay, subtracting 144 from both sides will get us b squared, and then 900 minus 144, here we can use our calculator if you need to, 756. So that means that the square, or b is radical 756. So I'm going to move over here. So b is rad 756. Now, this is not an answer choice. Well, it is, but it's not written this way. Some of you may recall that in order to break down a radical, well, on the ACT you break down radicals, you simplify them. And in order to do that, you need to find the biggest perfect square factor of 756. Now, it looks like using our answer choices, we can get some guidance here. We know that it's obviously not, 12 or 10, because it's not square root of 100, it's not 10. So we know that 21 is definitely a factor of 756 because it's in all three of our answer choices here, 21. So let's divide 756 by 21, and it looks like we get 36, which is a perfect square. So we break this down into radical 36 and radical 21. And again, a quick recap, that's because 36 times 21 gave us 756. This is just the best way to break it down because 36 is the biggest perfect square that fits inside. So radical 36 is 6, square root of 36. So this is 6 radical 21. Now, if that confused you a little bit, it might have. Up through this point here, you should have known exactly what we were doing. Trig, Pythagorean theorem. This was a new concept, maybe to some of you, breaking down a radical. If you were stuck from here, that's okay. Once you got to this point and you saw that b was radical 756, once you knew this, you could put that into your calculator. I'm going to do that right now. 756 and the square root of that. It's 27.4. you could have, in your calculator, put in 8 times radical 21, tested out this answer choice. You would have not gotten that decimal. When you plugged in 6 radical 21, you would have. So you can use your calculator if this kind of confused you over here, doing this new stuff. And that's the magic of the ACT, is that your answer choice is one of those 5. Our final answer choice, D.